Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Joe. Obviously, my camera got knocked around or something because I am all sorts of off center. Welcome to recap episode number 100 and 118, I think is where we're at. We're going to be covering real quick my thoughts on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, the uh, Enter the Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, King Arthur, the Knights of Justice, FIFA Soccer 1996, and finally Sid Meier's Civilization. Let's get this going. First up, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, is much like the first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game. In traditional sense, it is a beat 'em up, multi-plane beat 'em up, kind of like Fatal Fury. You can jump between that forward and back plane. You collect power-ups until you morph. You get your weapons. You get the different characters. It's a good game. I think I preferred the first Power Rangers game. But this one was just fine. The graphics were good. The music was decent. The gameplay was okay. It had some cheap spots. It felt a little tough sometimes. It felt like there were some unfair moments in there. Not that, every beat 'em up feels like that at some stage. But, yeah, I liked it. Everybody had these different moves and different specials. So it was a cool game. I liked it. It's a thumbs up. Honestly, I think all the Power Rangers games from the 90s were pretty decent, and I think that's probably because they're all beat 'em ups. Like, you can screw a beat 'em up. Don't get me wrong, but it's a tried and true genre of game, so I think it's easier to get right than wrong. Thumbs up for Power Rangers. Second up, Bruce Lee, the Dragon, Bruce Lee story, is a fighting game based on the Bruce Lee movie that came out in the mid '90s, telling his story. It wasn't great. I was unimpressed. Like, the backgrounds moved, but they just didn't look that good. They weren't super sharp. Everything felt sluggish, kind of, and had a sort of slowness to it. It was very difficult. Very difficult. You can see us playing, me and Joey are playing two-player mode here, where you're both Bruce Lee fighting the one boss that you have to fight for each level. And I think Joey we got to like the second to last or maybe the third to last level. Like, we got pretty far in it, but we didn't finish it because, God, it was just cheesy. We worked our way up until you have to fight these two girls, and they kicked the shit out of us every time, and it just felt really raw. Like it was definitely short sticking you. Like, the game was designed to whip you. You weren't gonna beat it. I didn't care for it. The music was forgettable. Not that the music wasn't forgettable in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but the point is, if you're going to pick bad, then just be like, look, it's bad for numerous reasons, right? Next up, King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. I had hope for this one. I was looking for a beat-em-up game. I was thinking like Knights of the Round, the beat-em-up, This was not that. This was based off a 90s cartoon where a football team goes back in time to replace King Arthur and his knights. And actually, this had some promise. So you're King Arthur. You get to pick 2 random knights to go with you out of like 5. And, it's sort of semi-RPG-ish. You explore the world. You find things to expand your quest to eventually free the original King Arthur and his knights to defeat the evil witch Morgana. And it was okay. There was a lot of wandering. It was pretty hard to find out what the hell you were supposed to do. But we made some progress up till... So you have to... First thing you have to do is kill this dragon. We got through the dragon, but after that we couldn't figure out how to progress the story at that stage. So, and the game does nothing for signposting, hardly. Like, Merlin's like, go north. Except that at one point there's like a wall of fire there. And you're like, okay, what do I do? And then you get burned by the fire when you try to walk through it. And then it's like, oh, I should go talk to Merlin. And then Merlin's like, oh yeah, wall of fire, duh. Go find these 3 objects that are out there. And then you just wander from map side, screen to screen looking for these 3 objects. It was interesting. The graphics were okay. Not up to the standard of like some Final Fantasy stuff. The music was alright. The gameplay was interesting. But ultimately, I didn't feel it's a game worth owning or finding. It got a thumbs down. Next up, FIFA Soccer 1996. I bet you can't see where this is going if you've been watching for any of the last 7 years, or however long I've been doing this. Soccer, man. Sports. So I think the previous FIFA I played was FIFA International Soccer, which was like the first official FIFA game, and it was okay. I'm sure I gave it a thumbs down too, but it played fine. This one felt very, very, very slow. I could not, for the life of me, steal the ball from the opponent. The best I could manage was to slide tackle and kick it out. But I could never like steal it. And I was playing on like easy. I picked the best team versus the worst team, and for 23 minutes of the 25-minute game or whatever, they would be on the attack, and I could just never achieve shit. I played through 2 games of it, lost both. Actually, the second one I lost in a kickoff showdown because we were tied at the end. It felt very slow. It didn't feel like it controlled very well. It's in that isometric view, so down isn't quite down. Down is like in a direction, and it's kind of sometimes you struggle to wrap your head around that type of stuff. But yeah, it's just not fun. I was saying in the show stream that Joey and I played a game real early on in the Super Nintendo that was more like a more like American style. So it was a horizontal field. It was like World Cup soccer or something. And the animations seemed like these animations looked okay, but everybody was like small and spritey, and didn't have any real like good look to them. I just didn't care for it. Not surprisingly, as a sports game, I don't care for most of the sports games I encounter. But FIFA International Soccer 99 or 96, Jesus, thumbs down from me. Next up, Sid Meier's Civilization. There's a reason that we're at Civilization like 7 or 8 right now. Yeah, I expected to go into this being as it was a port from Koei did the port of it, and it was a PC game, and I was like, this is gonna be awful. And towards the end of my hour, I was like, wow, I didn't even realize I'd been playing this for an hour. I was like, I thought it's only been like 30 minutes. So yeah, the graphics are okay. They are an upgrade actually from the PC version. The music is meh. It's there. It can get grating after hearing it for an hour. And I'm sure if you played this game to completion, multiple hours, and it would be awful. I played it on the easiest mode with only 2 computer opponents. I managed to conquer Britain at the end of it. I was like, I'm not quitting until I conquer Britain. So it took me like an hour and a half to conquer Britain. I was the Aztecs. And it played really well, actually. Like, I actually did enjoy my time with it. I don't think I would go back to it. I don't think that this is the game I would want. There's 8 different civilizations to choose from. Pick one of the newer ones that is probably a whole lot more intuitive, with better menuing and everything else. But Civilization gets a thumbs up. I shocked myself in that decision in the end. I did not expect it to be an entertaining game for me, but I did. And I've talked to a couple people. One of the guys on stream joined me in chat, and then later I was talking to a couple other guys in a game Discord, and they were like, oh man, I played the hell out of that as a kid. And I'm like, I never even knew it had a Super Nintendo port. So yeah, good on them though. It was a decent game. And yeah, that's 118. So 118 games down the tuber. Just plugging away, and appreciate you guys all sticking with me. We'll see you at the next recap. Have a good one.